Hello and welcome to the topic Physiological Function of Language. Physiological function of language. One of the general functions of language is that it helps us to get rid of nervous or physical energy. It is also known as the emotive or expressive function of language. That is to say, physiological function of language may also be known as emotive or expressive function of language. We have some more ideas about physiological function of language. There are many emotive utterances in our daily life, such as our expression of fear and affection, our involuntary verbal reactions to beautiful things. Involuntary verbal reactions means spontaneous verbal reactions. There are some situations in our life where we just react without thinking, out of deep emotions, For example, wow, fantastic, wonderful, and so on. So these are known as involuntary verbal reactions to beautiful things, to sometimes awkward situations. Sometimes when you fear, you have some expressions to relieve yourself, and so on. You have some more ideas about physiological function of language. A great deal of so-called bad language or swearing also fulfills this function. When people are in bad tempo, they may use swear words and obscenities. For example, stupid, shit, kill you. And there are so many other occasions where you are angry, you speak such words which are not good, but then you are not in control of yourself and you express those words. So those words of bad language or swearing or wonderful excitement, such expressions come under the category of physiological function. Why? Because according to Geoffrey Finch, one of the famous linguists, he says the instructions serve no communicative purpose, but they allow us to release inner feelings. So physiological function does not have any meaningful communicative purpose. They just help us to release our inner feelings, suppressed feelings we cannot control. We just come out with spontaneous expressions. A great deal of what we say when we are angry is said not only when we are angry, but when we are under great excitement too, is said simply to relieve our physical and nervous energy caused by emotional distress. So, physiological function of language helps us to release our emotional distress, emotional stress by uttering spontaneous expressions under the impression of fear, under the impression of excitement, or under the temper of being angry, and so on. Hope you understand the concept. Thank you and goodbye.